Welcome back to my channel, everybody. My name is Cyrus Farrell, and this is where I speak about my life as a dialysis patient. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, I would truly appreciate that. So, in one of my previous videos, I mentioned that in order to get started off on dialysis, I had to get a dialysis catheter. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you what is a dialysis catheter and what I went through getting mine done. So a dialysis catheter is a catheter used for exchanging blood to and from a hemodialysis machine and a patient. So the dialysis catheter contains two lumens, which are the venous and arterial lumens. So just as your arteries carries blood away from the heart and your veins carries blood towards the heart, it's the same way the catheter works. The two lumens or tubes on the catheter, the red labeled one works as an artery. It carries blood from your body to the dialysis machine, and the blue labeled tube works as the vein. It carries blood from the machine back to your body. So now I'm going to explain to you what it was like getting my catheter done in 2012. Remember, it is only what I went through. A lot of people went through it different. Some had it easier, some had it harder. But this is only what I went through that I will be explaining to you. From what I know, a dialysis catheter can either be placed on your neck, on your chest, or on your thigh area. I had mine placed on my neck. So it could only last 3 weeks, or by chance 4 weeks for the most, depends on how neatly it is kept. Getting a catheter done, it doesn't require going to surgery. It can be done in a private doctor's office or in a private room or something. So in 2012, my catheter was done right there on a male medical ward, Emory. I had to first lie down on my back and turn my face to the left side as the catheter was going to be placed on the right side of my neck. So after the catheter is placed, the doctor normally gives it 2 stitches to hold it in place and then put some dressing on it and cover it with band. I must say at that time dialysis progressed well with the teachings from the nurses and the doctors and support from my family at home. I coped with it very well, and so after 3 weeks of having my catheter and going for dialysis, I had to get mine changed. It wasn't infected, it didn't have any problems, but for safety, I had to get it changed. And for the second time in my life, I felt what pain was all over again. Now from the moment they told me that my catheter had to be changed, that was like an instant stress all over again. Because I went through that pain once and I had to go through it again. I really didn't wish I had to go for that again, but I had to do it. So same procedure again. This time it was done in the private doctor's room to the back of dialysis. Right now dialysis is not there anymore. It is in the new China Friendship Hospital, so everything has upgraded a bit. Anyways, The catheter was done. Same process. First one was removed and the second one was placed just a little above it. So that kind of caused it to hurt a little more because it already had one there. The womb where it came out was still a little fresh. So it added to the pain. And I did not like groan or anything at that time because I felt what it felt like to have it done already. So I knew to myself that that pain was not gonna last forever. It was just for a short while and done. So I did not groan, I did not move, I did not say not one word. The nurse even asked me after if I didn't feel anything because she found it really odd that I did not say anything or I did not move not one bit. And she told me that it was like first time she ever seen any patient had a catheter done and did not react in any way. So I took my catheter like a man, straight up, no questions asked. So yeah. Anyways, second catheter was x-rayed and it was good. And the day I was supposed to get my catheter changed, my mother was there with me at the time. So one of the dialysis nurses went to get the catheter. So she met my mother in the waiting room and she showed her the dialysis catheter. Right there, my mother kind of freaked out and she told me that she came to hold my hand especially and she could not enter there after she had seen what the catheter looked like and knowing that that had to be placed in my neck. She would not be able to stand up there and hold my hand anymore, so she had to she could hold my hand for me instead. And like she started in the waiting room. I don't know if she cried at that time again, but I kinda laughed because it was a little funny at the time when she told me that. But yeah, I went through it okay and it was good. So it was quite a bit of a challenge having a catheter. The catheter wasn't supposed to get wet or dirty, so I had to be extra careful with it. Like at times I couldn't take a full shower, like to stand under the shower and open the pipe over my head. I couldn't wash my hair or anything by myself. I had to sit on a chair and rest my head to the back of the chair and have somebody wash my hair for me. So it was a little challenge, but I made it through it okay. Also, I remember this one time I was coming from dialysis, so I took a bus from the hospital to Rosa, and the bus driver saw the huge plaster on my neck, and he was like, "Partner, what happened to your neck? Somebody that has you like that, like, tell me what happening." So I started laughing and I explained to him that it was for dialysis. So right there, he didn't even know what dialysis was, so I had to explain to him right away. And it was truly uncomfortable having that huge plaster with two straws sticking out of my neck, because that's what the dialysis catheter kind of looks like. It looks like a huge needle, a huge plastic needle with two straws sticking out of it. But anyway, the nurses will try their best to tape it down properly for it to look as flat as it can. So I only had that two catheters. That was the only two catheters I ever had from 2012 up till this date, and both of them was in 2012. They were in my first 2 months of dialysis. So it wasn't much of a struggle for me, as in some of the other patients that I knew and I speak to about what they went through with catheters. So I thank God that he saw me through that and he made it easy for me. I had one minor problem with my second catheter, and that was at the end of the 4th week having it. One of the stitches came out and it was really uncomfortable at night because anyhow I would move, I would actually feel the catheter like it want to come out. So I had to be extra careful at night. I at least slept that night. And I went to dialysis the next day and showed it to the nurses. But they had it removed, and I did not get a third catheter done because at that time my fistula was already in use, so I no longer needed a catheter. One time, let me just say, as I mentioned the word fistula, look out for my next video, which will be coming out next week Wednesday, where I will be explaining what is a fistula and the experience I had getting mine done. One more thing, let me give my motivational quote for today. As I said in my video, pain doesn't last forever. So, no matter how big or how small the pain that you are going through right now, try and keep in your mind that with God's grace and with God's guidance and with prayer, you can go through any pain the world has to offer, or any pain that life has to offer. Just keep your mind that you will reach the end of that pain one day, and trust me, and believe in yourself, believe in God that you will, and I know you will. So you don't know, everybody. Thank you for watching, and bless up yourself one time.